Good evening, everyone. I appreciate your company. Trying to correct what has gone wrong, a peace march for Port Moresby this Sunday on the back of the recent rugby league violence. The thrust of the message is for people in the city, and indeed the rest of the country, to embrace change for the better. The peace walk is also a forerunner to an important day. I talked to the governor of the National Capital District, Powes Parkop. Thank you, Governor, for coming on to the program. We are 41 years old.
Yes.
And I guess Port Moresby will be the center, the focus, I suppose, of celebrations.
Yes.
What are the preparations?
Very good preparation. We have a good program coming up for residents of the city, and I hope people can flock in from around our country as well. As usual, we are the capital city, so we need to set the pace. So the preparation has happened with the program was launched on the 1st of this month. Unfortunately, I did not do the launching because I was down with malaria. But we have a committee.
You still look a little bit sick. Are you all right?
Yeah, no, I'm still on the treatment.
Okay,
but
okay.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I can't keep on being sick.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, but we got a good program. We've got a committee and we've got events management. And for this year, we will be having for the first time 3-day street festival. We are trying to bring in a new concept where it is more interactive. The public and performers and our school children and the discipline services, and they can be part of the program, and the public can also interact with them.
So what are the activities? Traditional dance, sports?
Yes, traditional and contemporary, and also people showing their having booths which they might sell food, they might sell craft, they might sell other things, they might just be information. We even got a request from the Electoral Commission to be there somewhere in the city during independence, so they can be available for people to cross-check if they've enrolled or they can upgrade there. So everything. But the street festival, for the first time we are doing it, it will be down at the Pagail Ring Road.
Okay.
So that's like a lovely place.
Yes, yes.
It's a new place. It's not been built up yet. So the street is there available for us, and also it's easy to control it from one end at Stanley Esplanade and coming to Champion Parade, and then at the other hand going to Ella Beach, so that the activities is around the corner and everybody can hopefully have a good time.
You can control it a lot better as well.
Our committee is promising very awesome colorful performance, so I hope people can come in and enjoy. There'll be music, of course, contemporary dancing, traditional dancing. The schools are being asked to also contribute, because the schools in the city, they have their own cultural days, as you know. So they have both cultural and also contemporary performances that they can contribute to. So I'm confident it will be a very good program. Apart from that, we are getting the Black Brothers back.
From the other side, West India?
Not necessarily. Some from Papua, West Papua, but and also from Jakarta.
Okay.
But we have missions also coming from Vanuatu and from Australia, and I think 1 or 2 from Europe.
Okay.
As you know, when the last tour was in 1978, we were in high school, or I was in high school.
You mean the Black Brothers?
Yes.
Yes.
And
in
then
the 70s, you're right.
And then from here they went to exile, but John and the listeners, those of us who at the time witnessed their performance, it was a great performance. And not only that,
PRL, they performed there.
That's right. Sellout crowd, and not only that, but they sort of boosted the PNG music.
True.
And made Chini Chumin become a household name.
Yes,
so they have a great contribution to the music and social life in our country, and so we are bringing them under the theme like the legend comes home. It might be their last performance, so some of them have unfortunately passed away. I think the lead singer and one other player passed away, but they've got new missions coming on. But not only that, but we have a bonus. The children, they are 2 twins belonging to the lead singer then. They are also coming up under the name Black Sisters.
Okay.
So
okay.
I hope for our generation we relate to their music,
Yeah.
and but I think their music is like, you know.
What about their message? What kind of message do you think they'll portray?
I think it will be both entertaining, both traditional, maybe a bit of political too.
Sure, yeah.
So I think in that aspect, people know where I stand, but basically it's to appeal to our moral and humanitarian concern, not
All right.
never to forget them, but that's more like subtle type, background. The main thing is for them to celebrate them, and also we are working with Chinechmin so that to highlight the need to protect PNG music.
Okay.
It's subject to piracy, and for the last 3 or 4 years, nobody's recorded. Not even Leonard Kanye or Moses Tao or
Artists themselves have been complaining
They're not
about that.
recording because there's too much piracy. It's not a viable music anymore, and Chinechmin is doing something about that. They are going to iTunes on the internet,
Okay.
recording the music there, so you have to pay some to download. So at least the musician will have some money. But so that's the pathway Chinechmin
Okay.
said. So Black Brothers will come and highlight that as well.
Sure.
That we need to protect, promote PNG music, and so on. Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's come to the independence anniversary celebrations. Patriotism.
Yes.
It's, we are a country and a land of so many cultures, languages.
Tribes and
That's
languages,
one day that we can at least demonstrate patriotism
Yes.
in the celebrations.
Yes,
Will that be
absolutely.
an element of that?
Absolutely, and you've seen my comments in the National today. This is a day that we give to PNG. We are a nation of 1,000 tribes, 860 plus languages. We have provincial days. In the city, we respect provincial days, and we do celebrate provincial days, the ethnicity and background of our people. But this is one day that we all give to our country, trying to mold that 1,000 tribes, 860 languages into one nation is not easy.
No.
But we are getting there.
We're still very divisive,
We
Governor. I
are
think
still
in a lot of
divisive,
ways.
so and it cannot happen on its own. We need to choreograph it a bit,
Yeah.
nurture it a bit, not overly push it because that could be a negative reaction as well. We just gradually move towards it. So I would like to appeal to our people to have a sense of patriotism, be proud of our country, know our background, but think about our future. And our future, I think it's together as one nation, making us stronger, one people forging a better future. And that's why this independence, I prefer people come with only a PNG flag. No provincial flag. Leave them at home. When it's Medang Day or Eastern Britain Day or Western Islands Day or whichever day, Western Province or Milim Bay, you can come with your flag and PNG flag, but this day is belongs to our nation.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I think it's a pretty important message.
Yeah. And John, I just along that line, I just want to explain the theme that we have adopted this year. The theme we have adopted basically is with a change. And with a change, it sends a message to our people too that, firstly, for Port Moresby, I'd like our people to embrace the changes that is happening, recognize that the city is changing. We would like to, I prefer that like overnight there's changes in the behavior of people, in infrastructure, in services.
Attitude.
But, most changes don't come so fast. But Moresby is changing. And we need to recognize that, so let's, as a city, contribute to changing and making it happen for real, for ourselves in the city, but also for our nation. Secondly, the message is that changes will only come when we ourselves recognize that we can be agent for change. Not just the government, not just business house or changes on the NGO, but me as a resident, as a citizen, I want to change too. I want to embrace the change and bring changes to myself and my community, my district or my suburb or my settlement or my street. That's when real changes happen, because for a long time everybody is looking like from the top down. It's probably not happening as much as we would like. So
We need
that's
to
the
ask
message we're trying to
within ourselves a little bit. Change within ourselves.
Yes.
Change on the sports field, change on the street, change everywhere. We've had some troubles with sports as well. Governor, I think there's going to be a peace march too. I think tell us about that.
Yes, the peace march is on this Sunday. Normally I walk every Sunday starting at 5, but for this Sunday we're delaying it to 6:30 so more people can come. Basically, it's to promote peace and unity going towards independence. It's important for our people, our nation. but also is to also stand up and say no to violence in sports and everywhere, given and especially the recent events in the game between Gurias and Eagles. This is not against the Eagles, no. It's against violence.
Yes.
It could have been any other team.
True.
So we are standing up against violence, saying no to it, preferring peace rather than violence.
Yeah.
And our people need to understand that this activity, and why I'm summoning everyone to come is that, John, it's a habit, it's a behavior. And we can have PNG RFL and PNG NRL impose penalties and fines and so on, but the behavior or habit doesn't change unless it changes from a people, it changes from ourselves. And it requires that those of us, and most of our people who desire peace and understand the significance of peace, we stand up and say no. That's when our people start to change. Just imposing penalty is good because they have to do it, but does it stop that habit? I think the habits start to change when many people come together and say, we all for peace.
Yes.
We all recognize that peace is more important for us than violence.
That's true. But
So
that's
that's the reason why I'm summoning everyone. PNG RFL will be there, the Hunters will be there. Vipers, John, if I could say a bit, Vipers, although we lose a lot and I cope a lot of flames, I cope a lot of, flags for that. But the thing about Vipers is that under our instruction to them, we told them that winning is not everything.
No.
The greatest victory is promoting sportsmanship,
participation.
friendship.
Participation is the big
And they've been living up to that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. But the other thing, Governor, is I think we need to tell this to the public also, that all of those has tarnished our image,
Yes.
brought a reputation
Yes.
that is not so desirable.
No.
Talk about that. I mean, we are rated as probably one of the worst cities in the world, among the worst.
We are in terms of livability, we are still, I think, fourth last or something, 136 out of 140. So, we can say maybe they assess it badly, but let's take the challenge. And I think we've been working hard in changing the image of our city. A lot of residents have, stepped
The physical
up.
image is
physical
good.
image is
It is
improving.
there.
Even Bidalnat too, I've been flogging our people about it, but a lot of our residents are changing in that regard. So a lot of things we are doing, but one incident, just changed everything, and that's the significance of that incident between the Gurias and Eagles. It came at the end of the game, so the Eagles played very well. They played very well against the Mioks. They played very well against what was the other team, Tigers. They could have been champions too, but one or two apples just destroy everything.
The best team does have a day off on that final day.
That's right. So that one incident, it went viral. Went on even Fox TV, went on Rugby League News. The Minister for Sport coincidentally happened to be in Australia at that time and had to speak to the Secretariat of the World Rugby League Cup to save it. That's the extent to which that one incident. And
People need to realize
people
that.
must realize this.
People need to realize that things like that go viral, and the reputation, the image that this country gets, and their children are stuck with that image.
That's
They don't
right.
understand
that. We are judged by that type of behavior, so everybody should be responsible. But John, again, our people need to understand that violence in whatever form, anywhere, is really against our future. It's an impediment, major impediment to development. It retards the potential of our people. It retards our economy. I mean, tourists, for example, are not coming to Papua New Guinea in droves because we have a reputation. Imagine if we develop tourism. Fiji and Vanuatu just rely on tourism. And we got more tourist product than all of them hands down.
Combined.
So we could have a big economy based on tourism, but because of our reputation, investors and business houses, who wants to invest in a place where you fear yourself and your family, on your employees or your assets that might be destroyed overnight. Or, this is what our people need to understand. That the future of our nation, our people, our young people especially, depends. And for Port Moresby in particular, I keep reminding everyone that unlike the provinces who have all resources and everything, I only have people. I have only a plantation of people. So how do I, create a pathway for all these people? So that's why in Port Moresby, peace and security is most fundamental to the future of our city and our people in the city. Yeah?
Okay.
Yes.
All right, Governor, I think we'll leave it there. We are running out of time. I'm sure you've got plenty of things to talk about, but we might do that another time. But thank you for coming on
Thank
board
you, John.
anyway. Okay. All right. Next, the rice debate. It's food. It's also lucrative. A report on that after a break.